Alright, here we are again. This time I'd like to have some comments and see what you think about this idea. I am creating, today is July 13, 2025, and I'm creating a company which is virtual. It's called Virtual Airplane Repossession Inc. or VAR, V-A-R. The whole concept of this idea is I like to fly airplanes which are actually under repossession status, where the configuration of the airplane is completely different of what I've been doing so far. If I'm flying cargo, there will be a load, there will be fuel according to the flight and so forth and the distance. If it's a passenger, as well as the load of passengers. Now we're going to fly the airplanes the way we flew airplanes when we were starting to get educated about the airplanes, right? And this is how. The only load in the airplane was fuel. The instructor and me. There was no passengers, nothing in the baggage area. The fuel was usually top off because you didn't know how much you're going to fly. In this case, the fuel will be determined based on the mission. Our home base is Dallas, Fort Worth. And why we picked up Dallas, Fort Worth, we don't have to pay state taxes. Okay. But anyway, what is the other thing that is going to be important about this? The airplanes will be in very weird airports because it's been hidden, right? That means the performance of the airplane is important to take it into consideration if you can take off in that runway. For instance, we have picked up today an airport which is Kilo Alpha India Zulu, which is at Kaiser Lake Ozark, and this is in Missouri. The longest runway is 6,400 feet. Have to configure the airplane to take off from that length of runway. And of course, you know that weather sucks is one of the themes that I used. So the most important thing then is to have configure a huge wide body airplane or even a small body like a 737, which are the ones that we've been flying, set up to take off in a short runway with enough fuel to make it to Dallas. That is the key, to make it to Dallas, and that's the mission. So with this flight, I'm inaugurating Virtual Airplane Repossession Inc. And we just gonna take the airplane out of here. The most critical part of the flight will be, of course, the takeoff, and not so much as the landing. The landing will depend on the weather, right? And the reason I picked up Dallas from the weather point of view, if you look at in the season, Dallas is actually, they generate their own weather, and it has been with storms and heavy rain for days and days and days. So the possibility that the arrival will be messed up because of the weather is high. So you can keep the concept of weather sucks. And remember, this is just for fun. Let's have fun. Let's get into the airplane. Now, remember, the airplane is abandoned. That means I don't know the status of anything. So I'm going to start with getting the systems on and see what I've got. All right. So basic checklist. Nothing changes. Checklist is the same thing. So we get the brake. Brakes on, and let's get the battery on and see what we got. Right away I can tell we need to work. So I'm gonna get the bus here so we can have some power coming, and in the meantime I'm gonna start making changes here, but let's see if I have no reading. So let's go ahead and start the APU. Let's see if that was working. Let's go ahead and get these guys on. And let's send fuel to the unit. And let's find out. We might not be able to start. We might have to get services here. I don't know, we have fuel. Okay. So we're not able to get anything. Okay, so we need to see if we can get services. How do I do that? Okay. Let's come here. Ground. Set chokes. And request ground power. Come up here and try this again. Battery on. Ooh. So we need ground services. Okay, perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and start setting things up here right away so we can move on. Remember, the weather is bad. Let's take a look and see if the airplane comes alive. Alright, gotta wait. Yeah, we can do the position. And this airport is Kilo Alpha India Zulu. Okay. Close all doors. Let's see if that works. Yep. Okay, now we should have all the doors closed. And now we're gonna need some fuel. Okay. Of course, this is a simulation, remember? So what we're gonna do and see if it works, because I'm testing everything. I'm testing SimBrief, and I'm testing Say Intentions AI, which is the ATC. So let me go over and find out if we can get this. Oh, there's the data. Huh. That's a good thing. So let's go ahead and this is the part I need to work. Is the important thing is that we're supposed to have no cargo whatsoever. So let's run 22. Let's go ahead and import this information, import this, and import weather. Okay, there's no weather here. And that makes sense because this airport is in the middle of nowhere. So the conditions are IFR, the visibility is 1 mile. The wind right now is not even reported. Huh. Fantastic. It is true. The real life, there's nothing. Okie dokie, so there's no calculation that we can do. So we're gonna have to fly the way we fly airplanes, right? So let's go ahead. I mean, when we were learning. Okay, let's go to the route. So we're gonna go from Kilo Alpha India Zulu. So as you can see, because we're not following the usual steps, things are gonna be missing. We are repositioning an airplane. Okay, let me send that right here. We're going to weird places to do this. Okay. Okay, I have a stroke last night then. Yep, there we go. Oh no. Request. Sim brief. Okay, this is the part where I have to be sure, because I set up 0 payload, 0 completely. I mean, it's just the fuel. Let's get the fuel. And let's request this. We're requesting the route. And then I figure the weight. You know, I'm pretty light. Let's load it. Didn't take. Okay, so let's see what is the leg. Alright, according to this, yeah, we're gonna fly to FSM. Yeah, departure will be runway 22. Huh. There's no said. We're gonna fly direct to FSM. Then the arrival is not gonna be there until we're airborne. There we go. Now let's pretty much activate that. Let's come now with performance. Performance will be 16.4. That's true. Zero fuel. Okay, now here comes. Zero fuel weight is 311.8. Okay, that's important to understand, because the zero fuel maximum for this airplane is 500 47,000 pounds. And now with the zero fuel right now, it's 311,800, meaning that we have nothing in the cargo area. Okay, and the maximum takeoff weight is 766,800 pounds. So we're very light, which is important for our calculation for the takeoff in a short runway. All right, well, we're accepting this. Let's review this again. The flight level will be 400 and cost index 15. The rest is good. Well, there we go. Let's move here. I'm gonna use flaps 5. I think that should be enough. And let's see what else we need. No wind. I don't. We have no idea of the conditions of this airport because I don't have it with me. Bad deal. It should be somewhere, but I'm gonna go with the game. 156. Wow, that's a high speed to obtain for a V2. Alright, flight director's on. Auto brake is RTO. And we don't know about the ATC services either. Okay, I can calculate a little bit now. Barometric pressure here. 29906 is closed. Go to Dallas. 200, that's fine. Runway 22. 217. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and start the APU. Should have fuel going. Yep, there is a fuel going. So now we should have electricity. Yeah, we have electricity. Okay. Let's see how that goes. How true is that? Alright. As usual. Oh, looks like I lost something. Either my keyboard is not working right. Yeah, it's my keyboard. Or the computer is having problems. Yeah, my keyboard is becoming unresponsive. I don't know. Excuse me, I might have to use a different keyboard, yeah. I don't have anything here right now. I can improvise. Let's see. Yep. Alright, I can improvise. Stand by. Okay, now I have a different keyboard. Oops, you can see the change, right? Because I'm working with the keyboard. I'm sorry about that. I will probably cut this. Okay, let's see if this keyboard works. I'll be back. Okay, seems to be we have to be careful with this. See what is this doing? It's the behavior that is completely different. Alright, not a problem. Okay, so here we are. Now, okay, let's check this. This is working. So what do I need now is to come up here. So it's working. I can cut off this. Fabulous. So this is not working. The APU is not working. Let's reset. Let's look upstairs. Don't know what to tell you. This airplane might not be airworthy. Let's continue working with it. Something has to come. Why is the APU not working? That doesn't make sense because I saw was a reset. Did you see that? Let's see if we have fuel. This is so weird. $318. Hang on. 345.1. APU shut down. So we don't have APU. Might have to do something different. See, APU is not working. Let's check with ground. Whoops. Okay, we have a problem, Houston. Yes, we do. Supposed not to have any cargo. Okay, let's take a look at this. Ground services. Why the APU is not working? Oh, we're not going to be able to start the... We're not going to be able to start this airplane until we know if we can get auxiliary. Let me run the whole checklist again, see what I'm missing. Parking brake set, battery on, primary flight computer set, thrust, asymmetry compensation, auto, APU gen switch is on, fault, IFF pass setting on. It's different. Cabin utility on, check. Left and right bus in auto, check. On, check. Check APU start. Okay, the APU is not starting and it should. Alright, let's go to our next option here. Let's go to mechanics. Ground connections. Ground power, air start unit request. Haha. There's always a way to go around, huh? There's the unit. Okie dokie. We got that. So let's take a look. So the APU is not working. but we can go ahead and continue moving forward. So nav lights are on, beacon, exterior lights as required, cockpit lights as required, emergency access lights on, grounded. Left and right pack control switches are auto, okay. ADUR, we're done with that. And FMC, let's double check the FMC because I don't know what happened here. Ooh, the keyboard now started working. Let's check the route is good. Let's check this. Performance. Alright, let's double check this. Reserve 16.4. Yeah, zero weights is 31.8. Fuel 34.7. Yes, 346 gross weight. Yep. Flight level for 40,000. Index 15. Yep, we're good. 2.25. It's gonna be the trim. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and finish with this. Window heat. Windows heat on. Primary left and right engine hydraulic pump. Primary left and right engine hydraulic on. Primary C1, C2 electric hydraulic pumps off. Left center 1, center 2, and right demand hydraulic pumps off. They're off. Non-smoking sign auto. Check. Seatbelt signs auto. Check. EEC mode switches norm. Check. Engine start selection norm. Check. Auto start switches on. Check. Left forward fuel pump on. Actually, I have them all on. Anti-ice as needed. What's the temperature? We'll check that out. Equipment cooling auto. Gas burst switch on. Reciprocating fence on. Well, we're gonna put that on. What the hell? So, flight deck temperature control on. Left and right pack control switches auto. Left, right, and trim switches on. I'm gonna shut. Let me check this. Alternate vent. Let me check that. Okay, that's if we are transporting livestock. We're not. So we can shut that down. It should be empty in the back. Alright. Now, reciprocating fence. On. Flight deck temperature. Okay, left and right pack control switches auto. Check. Left, right trim air switches on. Left, center, right isolated valves, auto. Engine and APU bleeding in auto. Pressurization set and auto. Okay, so we're good to go. Let's see if we can get communication. This is the part that I'm not sure. If it's going to happen. We'll see. Okay, there's no 80s.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions, U at 400 feet. Broken at 1700 feet. Solid overcast at 2500 feet. Temperature 22. Dew point 0. Altimeter 3006. Density altitude 1700 feet. Lee C. Fine Memorial Airport, automated weather observation. 1426 Zulu. Wind 160 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, U at 400 feet. Broken at 1700 feet. Solid overcast at 2500 feet. Temperature 22. Dew point 0. Altimeter 3006. Density altitude 170.
Okay, I think I was messed up. I didn't have the mic on, but see, I've been having trouble, and what I was trying to figure out is how do I get power, and I was able to get some weather. So we need power. I'm gonna have to call flight service station to get my plan. That's what we're gonna do. Gonna have to do a little bit of editing in this video. $157. So the flight will be Repo 713 heavy. Remember that the flight number is the date, July 13th. Repo 713 heavy. Okay. Okay, so let me check something here. Let's go ahead and check this again. The legs. Everything remains the same. Let me check position here. Okay, it's 157. I need to remember that. Okay. Whoa. Okay, keyboard is working again. Let's get the next engine. Hydraulic pressure system, hydraulic pressure on the right, APU shut down. Okay, let's see. Wow, this is starting kind of bit like a real life. I have no idea if this airplane is working pretty good. I'll shut down this. Okay, let's see what happens once we have power. Okay, you see we get disconnected from the ground. Alright, let's remove everything. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go back here. No weather. Okay, that's fine. No calculation. Insufficient data. Okay, forget about that. We're gonna get out of here. So we're supposed to be clean. Let's see, there's no warning ground to tell us, so I'll take it that the ground is giving us the okay to get out of here. Okay, now what are we going to do? We want to taxi to runway 22 and call the flight service station. I'm gonna get all the lights. Gonna be transmitting. Flaps 5. Okay, left and right gen on. APU selector off, check. Engine stars selectors normal, check. Left and right pack controls auto, check. Left center and right isolation valve auto, check. Engine bleeding on, check. Flaps set 5, stabilizer trim 2.25. Let's do that. 2.25. Okay. Okay. Well, now the next will be flaps set at 5. Check. Stabilizer trim flight controls. So now things are working again with the keyboard. It's a new keyboard, an old keyboard, but it's wireless. It's working. So the problem is the keyboard, which is a Chinese. Everything is Chinese, right? Okay, let's keep an eye on the engines. Okay, now let's figure out how we're gonna do next. And what I prefer to do is let's go ahead and go to Alpha 1 and call flight service station. Okay, brakes off, clear to the left, clear to the right. Let's taxi. This has happened to be like a real experience, huh? I hope I have enough room to make a left turn. If not, I'm gonna have to use the runway. I don't think. Let's see if I fit there. I don't know. Do I fit? Whoa, barely. So I have to be very careful with this. Let's go ahead and back taxi at runway. Fine Memorial traffic. This is a Repo 713 heavy back taxiing runway 22. It's the only thing I can do right now. Let's be sure we are not getting in trouble here. It's gonna be an area to turn around, I hope. Okay, I'm switching to flight service station. See if I can get my clearance. Good day, flight service station. This is Repo 713 heavy. Over.
DHL 12 heavy, Jefferson City Flight Services. Good day, Repo 713 heavy.
Okay, we're not gonna fly under. It's gonna be Repo. Morning flight service station. This is Repo 713 heavy. Request an IFR clearance to Dallas Fort Worth, and we're at the runway 22 waiting for clearance and takeoff.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Thank you. Don't have to scream. So let's see if we can turn around here without getting in trouble. According to the diagram, I should have an area where I should be able to turn. I don't see it. Okie dokie. See how we're gonna do this. Start from the right.
713 heavy, cleared to Dallas Fort Worth. Radar vectors Fort Smith, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 400 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.1 squawk 2146. Release for departure. Clearance void if not off by 1511 Zulu. Time now 1456.
Repo 7113 heavy has been cleared to Dallas Fort Worth via radio vectors direct to Foxtrot Sierra Mike, then S5. We're going to climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 400 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 124.1 squawk code 2146. Release for departure. Clearance void by 1511 Zulu time. The time right now is 1456.
Repo 713 heavy, read back correct.
To 145. Okay. Alright, well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and have everything ready. See if we can take off in this inhospitable airport. It's not gonna work. Ooh, I'm gonna get in trouble right here. Very difficult. And everything is wet, right? Oh boy. That's what we can do. Okay, stop right there. Well, let's start the clock. The time is ticking. Let's go. Let's move over to 55. Brakes on. Full power. And column forward. Your speed is live. Knots. Pull up. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Okay, we got it off. Alright, let's continue the climb. Perfect. L nav. Autopilot. We know. Okay, let's contact. One 124.1. Okay, let's do that. Flaps up to. Morning departure. This is Repo 713 heavy climbing 3.9 for 4,000 heading 217 correction 205 checking in.
Repo 13 heavy Mizzou departure radar contact climb and maintain flight level 400 vectors to Fort Smith then on navigation.
Climb and maintain flight level 400 vector to Foxtrot Sierra Mike, then on navigation, Repo 713 heavy. Okay. There we go. Like they say, we're in business. Most difficult part of this plan has been done. Just getting out of that airport. The rest.
713 heavy contact Kansas City Center on 125.675.
Kansas City is 125.675. Repo 713 heavy. Good day. Okay, flaps up. Oh man, it's so much work. Morning, Kansas City. This is Repo 713 heavy climbing for 5,000 clear flight level 400 checking in.
Repo 13 heavy Kansas City Center. Good morning, Kaiser Lake Ozark. Altimeter 30.03.
3003. And there we go. We're in business. Oh my god. Okay. After takeoff checklist. Positive rate, auto brake is off, taxi lights, runway turn off lights, cabin lights. Okay, well, let's go ahead and check that out. Yep, yep, and yep. I'm gonna remove that. We know we have an APU problem with the airplane. Not surprised, right? Now let's see our route. It's gonna be an hour flight to Dallas. That's base. It's gonna be, we climb and then we descend. So it's gonna be a fast, quick flight. And again, the airplane's very light. Fort Smith VOR. Oh boy, this is gonna be a short flight. And the climb, oof. I don't know. Let's do something weird here. Let's come on this way. Let's continue climbing at 270. I think we can do 250 because we are empty. It's gonna be a faster climb where the temperature remains good. You don't have to accelerate that much. You can see the banana coming down. FMC. Okay. Now let's see for the arrival. Not yet. Oh, there it is. So let's check the plan. Hope remains the same. Plan is to land on 18 right. 1A right. And we're going to be using finger 9. Perfect.
Canada 87, Fort Worth Center, contact Lone Star approach on 135.9.
All right. So far, so good. So as you can see, when you're repositioning an airplane, you don't know the status of the airplane. There are problems with it. You have to be sure it's ready to fly. This one has a problem with the APU. We were in a remote airport because whoever was leasing the plane just hide the plane over there and we just repo the plane. Only thing is obviously that airport is tough, but I don't know, conditions varies because people do weird things, right, in real life. And let's go ahead and have the whole adventure. And this is a normal climb. Now we are transitioning. I think from now on it's going to be a straightforward flight, and this will end the excitement associated to the reposition. The rest is just having fun flying the plane. We don't know what we're going to do with APU. We're going to wait until we're closer. But once we're on land, who cares? The company will take over the plane and do whatever they want with them. So this is Virtual Aircraft Repossession Inc. That sounds better. VAR or VAR. VAR Inc. And if you put it all together, it's VARI. 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 Virtual Aircraft Repossession Inc. I know, I'm going crazy. Boy, what else to do? I'm bound home now until things get better at home. Health issues. See, the climb is faster now.
Just say the word if you'd like to start down earlier. Romeo arrival, descending now to flight level 280, number 54.
So the other option, I guess it was to be towed to the runway, but that is not available in the virtual environment.
Continue on your current heading and maintain altitude. If you have any requests, let me know.
Set to level 270, Scandinavian 123.
Beijing, please. We have the clearance by KDTW at Sana 2412.
Delta, contact night control on 128.105.
Beijing, there is Delta, Janet 5 for 4152, ident Janet 412.
All right, let's take a look at finger 9 arrival. Yeah, we need ATC. Instructions for the descent.
Cessna 88 Foxtrot, runways 3430 and 24 are available at Chicago Executive.
We need to check the weather. I think the weather is getting bad at Dallas. If any doubt.
7221 at Sana 2412.
There you have it.
Alpine 51 November Kilo, descend altitude 4,000.
The airplane's pretty light.
Skyways 179, target control identified. Bonsoir à tous.
Well, I'm in request. Flight level 360. I think I'm gonna make it. Let's see. Let me check the flight plan and see when is the top of descent. We might have to change this.
Speedbird 420, Polaris Control, expect the Bluff 1 Alpha.
114 miles.
20 minutes.
Okay, let's continue. See what happens. I don't want the airplane to stall, so we need a little bit more speed in case of turbulence. Says insufficient fuel. I don't know about that. I think we should have plenty. At 40,000 feet, got plenty of room to glide.
Repo 713 Heavy, contact Memphis Center on 126.85.
Okay. Memphis Center 126.85. Repo 713 Heavy. Good day. Memphis Center. Good morning. This is Repo 713 Heavy. Well, we're in the climb at 374. Clear flight level 400. Checking in.
Repo 13 Heavy, Memphis Center, good morning.
243, cleared, Earth 1, November, arrival to Istanbul. When you're ready, descend flight level 190. Lufthansa 2905, contact London radar on 123.28. Air France 43 Romeo Quebec, Brussels control identified, Gdanavon.
Well, this is the inaugural flight for Repo Repossession Company, which is called Virtual Aircraft Repossession Inc. or VARI, and our call sign is Repo. This is flight Repo 713 Heavy, and it's because it's July 13th, and heavy because it's a 777F. It's if you look at the airplane, the airplane was leased by a third company, leased to DHL, and DHL was paying the bills, but the third company stopped paying and now has been repositioned by the bank. That's how we arrive here. I think there is a possibility that people go into... Okay, 1,000 to go. Doing this virtual thing, people can go crazy, huh? They can lose a nut or a bolt in their brain. Because this is outside of reality, but wow, it's so much fun. Oh, you have to be crazy. I guess you have to be crazy nowadays to be able to survive the way things are happening. But anyways, here we are. Repo 713 Heavy. Virtual Aircraft Repossession Inc. Oh my god. I wonder how much money will take to, you know, get an organization like that running. And just do the flying, right? Have the other companies, the repossession companies, paying for all the expenses. The only thing VARI is offering is the pilots. This might not be a bad deal. It's just in real life, I imagine, is dealing with the airworthiness of the airplane. The pilot is the one responsible to certify that. Okay. So we've been flying for 23 minutes. I wonder in another 10 minutes we're gonna start working on the descent, and I don't know. The weather was supposed to get bad. So 18 right. Let's take a look at this. I have to admit something is not working right here. There it is now.
Delta 2370, descend via Caps 3 into Reagan.
Okay. Something is not working right. Yeah, I agree.
Can you please expedite your climb to flight level 390?
Have to watch our speed. Supposed to be a 0.772 or a 0.760. Okay, there is a problem. We need to take over.
Climb flight level 290.
Speed was, see, the speed is coming down. Why is that? I don't know. Okay. Memphis Center, this is Repo 713 Heavy, over.
Repo 713 Heavy. Heavy Memphis Center, roger.
Yes, listen, we need to go lower. We're having problems in the performance of the airplane. We'd like to descend to 30,000 feet.
Repo 713 Heavy, descend and maintain 30,000 feet. Altimeter 30.03.
Repo 713 Heavy descending to flight level 300. Okay. Huh. Here we go. 250. Let's go ahead and lose some altitude. Performance is not quite there, so this could
Repo
be
713 Heavy, expect the Finger 9er arrival. Descent in about 20 minutes. Say the word if you want to descend sooner.
Finger 9 arrival. We'll let you know if we're going to descend sooner. Repo 713 Heavy. Okay, so let's find out what's the deal at this point.
Repo 713 Heavy. Roger, maintain current altitude until further notice. Let us know if you need to descend sooner.
Yo, we're descending. We're going down to flight level 300 due to aircraft performance issues.
Repo 713 Heavy, descend and maintain 30,000 feet. Altimeter 30.03.
Clear flight level 300. Repo 713 Heavy. Okay. Sweet. So let's go ahead and change the VNAV and execute. Let's wait for the calculation. Alright. Whoa. So, this is part of flying. This is the way it's supposed to be. We need to be checking all these things. Okay, we might have ice here, but there's no other way. We almost stall at 40,000. So, it says insufficient fuel. I think we're gonna make it. Let's go ahead and hit VNAV. No. I want to continue at 250.
Speedbird 420, contact Schiphol, approach on 118.08.
Delta 2370, contact Quantico, approach on 127.05.
We started the descent way early. That means we're gonna get into weather. Let's see.
Clear, Kuka for Golf Radio Intercraft.
Yeah, there it is.
Flight level 130.
We are.
Air France 43 Romeo. Quebec, Paris Control, identified. Good evening.
Addict 32, Helsinki Control, contact Petersburg on 133.6.
Prepare to descend in 15 minutes, thank you.
Now this flight's getting more interesting than what I thought.
Emirates 211, contact Montreal Center on 125.1. Emirates 211, Montreal Center identified. Good afternoon.
So this airplane needs to have a complete check. We just did enough to bring him over. Let's see how it behaves at 30,000. Let me just set up.
Singapore 003, contact Barcelona control on 135.355.
Memphis Center, this is Repo 713 heavy level at flight level 300. We'll be waiting for you for the descent, and we're planning finger 9 arrival to Dallas.
Repo 713 Heavy, roger, maintain flight level 300, expect the finger 9er arrival into Dallas.
Roger, Repo 713 Heavy, thank you. Okay, I have better performance. Okay, let's take a look at the FMC. Okay. Let's request the alternate. Okay, so we're good. You don't have to divert now. Let's continue. Let's see what VNAV is requiring. Let's hit VNAV.
Descend altitude 5,000. QNH 1012.
So VNAV is having me flying very slow. Might be just because of the fuel issue, huh? Gonna hit weather. Whether like it or not, we're gonna hit weather.
1 Foxtrot Lima. Contact Bordeaux control on 133.788. Cameron 54, contact Dublin approach on 119.555. Jet 6 Sierra Alpha. Maintain flight level 080. Crossing Ireton at flight level 080 is required.
Farley flight 78. Prepare to descend in roughly 20 minutes. If you'd like to descend now, just say the word.
So we have to have the lowest load of fuel possible to be able to get out of that airport. Boy, that was a tough thing. Nothing was working right.
Well, expect the red pre-arrival, 300.
Bravo 018, autorizzato all'arrivo da 1 Foxtrot verso Bari. Quando sei pronto per iniziare iniziare la discesa, scendere a livello di volo 110.
Descend via the runway 3 into Kansas City, 3 Hotel Victor.
Skyhawk 08 Bravo, contact Harrisburg approach on 124.1.
Switching over to 118.865 to Beach Cove Delta Charlie Hotel Alpha. Thanks, have a good one. Bye-bye.
American 4682, contact Fort Worth Center on 120.475.
Okay, top of descent is coming. Let's check then the arrival.
Voli Bravo 018.
Okay, we have information Lima.
121 decimali.
Landing 18 left, 18 right, 17 center, 17 right. Okay, we're good. Weather is the wind 250 knots at 7, visibility 10 miles. Altimeter 3002. Actually, it's not bad. Home base is good. Okay. And let's double check our. We have set up our runway. 18 right. Yep. Now. ILS 11.9. Okay, 18 right. Let me go ahead and look for that. Let me be sure I'm doing the right thing. Not always do the right thing. 18 right. Okay.
Delta Charlie Hotel Alpha, Papa, flight level 100.
11.176. Yeah, we're good. And I should be at 3,000 upon arrival there, unless ATC tells me something different. The weather is clearing, at least at this altitude. And this is a category 3 actually. There's no minimum here. Let's go ahead and put 50. That is the 100. It's actually, that would be according to category 2. Yeah, that's fine. That's gonna work. So let's see the feeder on that finger niner. Oops. Yeah, we should be minimum 5,000.
Repo 713 Heavy, contact Fort Worth Center on 135.45.
Fort Worth Center at 135.45. Repo 713 Heavy, good day. Fort Worth Center, good day. This is Repo 713 Heavy, level at 300, checking in. And we're landing at Dallas Fort Worth.
Repo 13 Heavy, Fort Worth Center, good morning.
And on Repo 713 Heavy, we have information, Lima. Well, the airplane's doing better at flight level 300. Gonna start the descent in 40 miles. And we're gonna do 5,000, so let's start setting up. For the approach would be 3,000. Okay, we're good. Should be good.
Contact Milan radar on 134.175.
They control for PR 1 Mike Bravo in flight level 210. Direct Irma.
We're set for the descent already. We already reviewed the approach. We have the 80s. Shouldn't have any problem.
United 427, going at 120.975. Center United 427 with US flight level 390.
Speedbird 1968, Bratislava radar, contact Budapest. Radar on 136.215. Radar. Identified. Sharpenden Abend.
London Control, identified. Good afternoon.
Fort Worth Center, this is Repo 713 Heavy. We'd like to start with descent.
Repo 713 Heavy, say requested altitude for descent.
We're gonna arrive to Finger at 5,000 feet, so we're at flight level 300.
Repo 713 Heavy, descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect Finger 9er arrival into Dallas-Fort Worth.
Set and maintain 5,000 feet, Finger 9er arrival at Dallas-Fort Worth, Repo 713 Heavy, thank you. And let's initiate this process.
Repo 713 Heavy, cleared Finger 9er arrival into Dallas.
Roger, Repo 713 Heavy.
Contact Washington approach on 125.475. Easy 2532, climb flight level 340. Flight level 340, easy 256.
Ryanair 119er, Milan radar, contact Zagreb radar on 124.375.
Good evening.
Wooding 569er, climb flight level 370. Volotea 1 Mike Bravo, contact Milan radar on 134.175. Flight level 050, turn left heading 115 vectors for the
Oh, look at it, the weather. There is some weather. Yep.
Radar, good afternoon, boarding 569 with Europe 572.
Flight level 260, Euroving 2526. Thank you.
Et radar, bonjour, Volotea 1 Mike Bravo. Passing flight level 300, direct Kines.
Volotea 1 Mike Bravo, continue direct to Kines, maintain flight level 300.
Emirates 211, Montreal Center identified. Good afternoon.
Edelweiss 201 Tango Casablanca radar identified. Good afternoon.
Oli Bravo 018, contattare Torre di Bari su 118.3.
Bird 1968, Bucharest radar identified. Good evening. Climb flight level 370.
E poi Libra 1.
Starship 6 Bravo Papa, unable to provide flight following at this time.
Please state your position and altitude for further assistance.
Torre Poli Bravo 18 in avvicinamento.
Delta 1703 Kansas City Center, contact Memphis Center on 133.65.
Okay, so we started the descent and we're below the profile, but I think that we're cutting too short, and I'd rather start the descent sooner so I don't get in trouble when I'm doing my approach. Let's see how far I am now from 10, 15, so oh my god, I'm pretty close to, I have to expedite this, so I'm gonna hit the speed brakes to expedite the descent.
Lunair 32 Juliet Lema. Rostov control identified.
I don't know if I can see anything. Oh boy, this is what I can see. Here you can see the speed brakes on. You can see the engine. Okay.
Air Transat 677, expect radar vectors for the RNAV approach to runway 14 at Ottawa.
See that again? Looks good. Alright, let's see transition. And we're looking 3002.
Enjoy your flight to Charlotte.
Okay, we're getting very close to the airport. So I need to continue the descent.
Lufthansa 656 Munich radar. Good evening. Identified.
Repo 713 Heavy, contact Lone Star approach on 124.3.
Air France 003, contact Barcelona control in 135.3 at 595.
Lone Star approach 124.3. Repo 713 Heavy, thank you. Speed brakes off. Lone Star approach. This is Repo 713 Heavy, descending 14,445,000 with information Lima.
Repo 13 Heavy, Lone Star approach. Good morning, Dallas. Altimeter 30.00. Expect the ILS runway 18 right approach into Dallas.
3000, runway 18 right approach into Dallas, Repo 713 Heavy. Speed brake still on. Speed brake still on. Did the right decision. Made the right decision. No, 9 or 4.
Turn left heading 125.
That's anticipating the future, I guess. Let's see what they want me to do.
identified. Good morning, Chilliwack altimeter 30.12.
25 Bravo, contact mobile approach on 121.0.
Iberia Express 1692, cleared to Madrid Barajas. Be adjust the freeway for departure, then as filed, departure runway 24. Initial climb altitude 4,000 feet. Departure on 134.8.
Okay, 1 minute for 5,000.
Maker 40 pop-up. Winds at Soda Springs are not available at this time.
Shaw approach, Vision El Tango Hotel, copy. Turn left heading 075, set of maintain 3,000 till established. Clear for the visual to approach.
Clear 664. Vancouver departure, climb flight level 280.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Foxtrot identified 4 east of west.
Don't quit on me.
1100 feet, QNH 1011.
QNH 1011.
Okay, 210.
Climb flight level 280, nomadic item.
Speed brakes off.
Charlie Foxtrot, contact 084.1, info on 11 main RDC.
Approach, this is Repo 713 heavy. Level at 5,000. Speed 210 knots. Flaps 1.
Repo 713 heavy, maintain 5,000 feet, reduce speed to 180 knots.
We're doing 210 knots. 210 knots. And we'd like to have vectors for the ALS runway 18 right.
Repo 713 heavy, descend and maintain 4,000, turn right heading 260 vectors for the ILS runway 18 right approach.
260, 4,000, Repo 713 heavy.
Repo 713 heavy, correct, maintain 4,000 feet, heading 260 for vectors to ILS runway 18 right approach at Dallas Fort Worth.
Flight level 310.
260, they're heading down to 4,000. Repo 713 heavy. Okay, we're ready. Approach checklist, altimeter check, localizer frequency check, localizer course check, approach arm, glide slope alive. Okay, we're gonna wait for that. Flaps as required, speed brakes arm, landing flap set. Okay, landing checklist. Go around altitude will be 3,000. Oh. We're at 4,000 right now. Runway turn off lights, landing gear. Okay, so we're good. Let's see how it goes. It's looking good. Let me check where we're going to be parking at. So we're gonna park at West Cargo. Whiskey Mike will be the exit. Okay. Perfect. Been fine for 61 minutes. Nice.
Repo 713 Heavy, proceed direct to Legree. Descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 18 right approach.
Directly agree down to 3000, clear for the localizer ILS runway 18 right. Approach. Repo 713 Heavy, thank you. Okay. Okay, so we're not losing altitude. Suspecting a problem over here. Okay, I'm gonna have to fly the plane. Another problem detected. Let's fly, do the flight director here. We're flying the plane. Skip to 10 knots. Oh, yep. Speed brakes on. Problems with the autopilot. Speed brakes off.
$2,500.
Uh-huh. The power. I'm flying the plane. Watch the altitude. It's really difficult to maintain 210 knots in these airplanes, huh? Gonna go down to 180. Flaps 5.
Flight level 070, direct Airman, EasyJet 102 Papa.
Radar, good afternoon, Marietta altimeter 30.13.
Now I have a better control. Okay, make right. Right turn, right turn.
Traffic.
Looking for the traffic. Approach Repo 17, correction, Repo 713 Heavy, level at 3000. I'd like to have
Monitor
tower
speed.
I'd like to have tower frequency.
Clear of conflict.
Repo 713 Heavy, contact Dallas Tower 124.15.
2415. Repo 713 Heavy, thank you. Well, we're busy. Dallas Tower, this is Repo 713 Heavy, joining the localizer 18 right, landing with Lima.
Repo 13 Heavy, Dallas Tower, roger, continue approach for runway 18 right.
Continue approach 18 right, Repo 713 Heavy.
Repo 713 Heavy, confirm you are cleared for ILS approach runway 18 right. Wind.
Clear for the ILS 18 right, Repo 713 Heavy.
2500.
Okay, let's do
Repo 713 Heavy, winds 230 at 7. Runway 18 right, cleared to land.
runway 18 right, clear to land, Repo 713 Heavy. Okay, landing checklist. Speed brace arm. Okay, get the runway in sight. Visual approach. V1140.
Traffic.
Okay, speed brakes arm, landing gear down, flaps 40. Auto brake lever 3, continue approach.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust.
Crosswind.
Approaching minimums.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Minimums.
133.125. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
20. 10. 5.
All right, nose down. Whoa. Right, we got it. Let's go ahead and continue.
Repo 713 Heavy. Welcome to Dallas. Contact ground on 121.65.
2165, Repo 713 Heavy. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go ahead and exit on the next.
Repo 713 Heavy, roger. Have a great day.
Thank you. Okay, let's clean. Now we're going to make a right turn and we're cleaning early. Let's go for the next one. I don't think we're going to have APU, but anyways. Ooh, shit, I just farted. Okay, we're gonna get out of here.
Royal 1 Alpha, Heathrow Tower, wind 080 at 5, runway 27 right, cleared to land.
So APU is not working. It's a new engine. Okay, let's make a right turn here.
Skyways 158, Manchester Tower, runway 23 right, winds 360 at 4, cleared for takeoff.
Oh, we're gonna call round. Good day, ground. This is Repo 713 Heavy inbound to the West Cargo at Bravo. We'll pick up Charlie and pull at Charlie 9er.
Alpha 13 Heavy, Dallas ground, taxi to Southwest Air Cargo, 4 North via Bravo, Charlie, Charlie Niner. Good day.
Worko. Good day, Repo 713 Heavy. Okay, we don't have the APU, so we're gonna have to... what the heck, we shut down, we have no passengers. West Cargo at Charlie Niner is our FBO. That's where VASI's company is. Oh boy, this is crazy. Poor kids.
Ground Oscar Foxtrot, Lima X-ray Cessna 172, General Aviation Standard, Golf 11, ready to taxi instructions for local flight. Estimated flight cruise level is 5,000.
And that's main office. I'm gonna stop right there. Then someone else can deal with the plane, right?
Start approved, facing south, this is for Yankee Mike.
Okie doke.
Ryanair Echo Kilo Juliet, stand 304, ready for pushback and engine start. Pushback and engine start through, facing northeast, Ryanair Echo Kilo Juliet.
Oh, there's the power. Okay.
Control ground, ready to taxi to runway 01 left, Air France 1175.
See what happens.
Air France 1175, taxi to runway 1 left via Kilo 2, Kilo November, Alpha 1. Contact tower on 118.305 when ready for departure. Malasian 307, contacte torre en 118.5. Hasta luego.
Ryanair 119er, Zagreb ground, taxi to E8R via Charlie, Foxtrot, Hotel, Mike Charlie, good day.
Alright, let's see which services we need today.
Take care.
We need the stairs. We can't get out without it. There we are. We delivered. So we're gonna remain inside the airplane until someone comes come over and get us. Okay, this is it. First flight of Virtual Aircraft Repossession Inc. of VARI. Home base at Fort Wayne. Correction, that's Fort Worth. Okay. Alright, I need the coffee.